Hi again, everybody, and welcome for a Tuesday night effort here on the West Coast. Angel City FC playing host to the Houston Dash for the first ever meeting between these two clubs here at Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles. Houston unbeaten in its last 5, looking to match a club record for unbeaten strings with either a win or a draw here tonight on the road. Angel City FC on the other side has been blanked in back-to-back matchups, looking to get back in the win column as they have fallen below the playoff line. Michael Watring with you for tonight's contest. Let's take a look at the lineups for these two sides. Houston will trot out a 3-5-2. Jane Campbell will be in net. The three defensive players will be Chapman, Naughton, and Prysock left to right across the back. In the midfield, Sanchez, Vigiano, Prince, Schmidt, and Eddie. Groom and Hansen will be up top in the 3-5-2 for Houston. Angel City on the other side, a 4-2-3-1. Didi Harcic giving up multiple goals for the first time since 2019. As she gave up 3 against Portland on Friday night. The 4 in front of her will be Lucy, Reed, Gilles, and Riley. In the midfield, above those players will be Weatherholt and Recaro. And the attacking midfielders will be Endo, McCaskill, and Press, with Simone Charlie at the top of that 4-2-3-1 for Freya Coombs starting group for this matchup. Great to have you with us. We're just about ready for action. Our official is Danielle Chesky for this contest. These two teams playing a bunch of games in a short amount of time, and this game originally scheduled for next week. Instead, we will play here this week. Hope you're enjoying your day or night wherever you may be as you watch the NWSL here on Twitch. Houston has catapulted themselves up to second on the league table. A win tonight, and they would take over the top slot, passing San Diego for the #1 slot in the NWSL as we kick off and start tonight's matchup between these two clubs. It will be the Angel City FC in black with the keeper in purple in Harcic. And Houston on the other side will be in the white with Jane Campbell, one of the top keepers in the league so far this season, wearing the light pink for this contest. Angel City going left to right, and they probably give it away. This is what Houston feasted on last week. Sanchez the target, and slightly out of her reach, and Gilles will allow the ball to continue pace and go across the end line for a goal kick. It's always a great atmosphere. It is Pride Night as a part of Pride Month here in Los Angeles. Pre-game party, first 10,000 get a giveaway for this affair. And fans continuing to file in to this wonderful facility here in California. Well, what Houston did so well in that 5-0 win against Orlando the other night was stuff like this. A high press, getting turnovers, and taking advantage of those moments. Good spin from Sanchez. Flicked along, and a header looking right back for Sanchez, instead intercepted. Danny Weatherholt stepping to it. Last touched by the Dash. There's Nichelle Prince, first ever hat trick in Houston history. In that 5-0 blanking, it was the second biggest margin in a shutout in NWSL history. Vigiano plays it. Eddie has it taken off of her feet. Does the ball stay in play? It does not. It is a throw for Houston right along the line. Early pressure here from the Dash. Shea Groom, 1 goal shy of number 25 for her career, and a foul is whistled on Angel City. That'll set up a pretty dangerous set piece coming up here for Houston. For now, it'll be Sanchez and Vigiano that'll stand over the top of this ball. person wall at this juncture for Angel City. As you take a look at the fans, this is one of the great atmospheres out of many in the NWSL. Sanchez will run by. Vigiano clips it in. Headed by Gilles, the first player to it. It is last touched by Gilles of Angel City. And a corner kick coming up. Here for Houston, the pressure mounting early by this club. Take a look at this service from Vigiano towards the back post. There's a lot of black jerseys in the area. The closest for Houston was the 5'10" Naughton. At every minute so far this season, the defender. Here's a low swinging cross. Cleared away, chipped across, punched at by Ali Prysock, but it goes over the bar. And Houston's early pressure doesn't amount to an early goal, but here in the 4th minute, a fine start for this Houston side that has won back-to-back visits to the Pacific time zone after they had won just one of their prior 17, with 15 losses in that stretch. Didi Hartich, 3-0 loss to Portland on Friday. First time she'd allowed more than 2 goals since May of 2019. It's that Thorns crew. It was a great start to the season for Angel City, but a team that has not scored in 200+ minutes now. And that last goal was an own goal. The last time an Angel City player was credited with a goal, 42nd minute, Kristen Press's winner on May 15th at Washington. The foul is whistled here on Angel City on June Endo, the young Japanese star. Sophie Schmidt plops this one down the sideline. Prince is able to latch onto it right along the touchline. Passes it through the legs of a defender, but there were no white jerseys over to help her. Sanchez. Here is Nichelle Prince. Has plenty of space as she swings this one into the box. Gilles clears towards the top. Vigiano. And a foul was whistled prior to that. Inside of the box is Vanessa Gilles. Scored the first ever goal in Angel City FC history. Was there to get to that ball. Let's see if Angel City can get any kind of possession. They have not gotten into enemy territory with multiple passes so far in the matchup. Long ball sent forward. And Prince was making that run. Nichelle Prince had 3 goals in 39 appearances entering Friday night and put up a hat trick. Now 4 on the season, more than she's had in any season overall for her NWSL career. 3 was her prior high during her rookie campaign in 2017. We're at Bank of California Stadium here in Los Angeles. Michael Watrang watching this one along with you wherever you may be. Danielle Chesky, our official for this matchup. I'm Michael Watrang. Throw again coming. Vigiano, 40 appearances with Orlando the last 3 seasons. All Houston early. They have dominated the possession thus far. Long ball sent along the sideline. Prince is able to latch onto it. And I believe it was Gilles on defense that touched it last, and indeed it is. And another corner kick coming up here for Houston. A lot of defending coming here from this Angel City side. They hadn't allowed more than a goal in any of the first 5 matches this year before giving up the 3 to Portland. And on quick turnarounds for both sides. High stress early. Back-to-back road efforts coming up for Angel City, trying to take advantage of playing here on the home pitch for the expansion team. Here comes the left-footed corner. This one a higher trajectory this time around. It's headed through the box by Eddie Twice. And now Kristen Press with her first touch. Hansen tries to slide it through. Instead, it slides all the way over. Sanchez will take it down along the sideline. Very nifty ball handling skills. Hansen. Again, push through the box over the head of Prince. The header is won by Shea Groom, but two players that I think banged head, and Tyler Lucy and Shea Groom go to the ground. And we'll get a quick stoppage here to make sure that these two players are okay. It's on the second ball. Groom went up in the air and looked like the right side of each of their heads perhaps caught a piece of each other. Groom will make sure that she's all right as you take a look at the leader of this Houston side, Sarah Loudon. Had a chance to catch up with her earlier today. And the biggest thing that she had to say overall about her squad was the change in the defensive work. In the Challenge Cup, the team allowed 13 goals. They've given up 3 in 6 matches with 3 clean sheets so far during the regular season. They went to a 3-5-2, which is what they're playing tonight, more as a tactical decision for the midseason stretch for just a couple matches, but it has brought out the best of some of their players. They've stuck with it, and despite the fact that they've had very little training time, she mentioned that they had 11 minutes prior to one match and no time on the training ground prior to a second match. And they've had to do a lot of this work in game action, and it has worked out well. 5 consecutive matches without a loss. Sanchez. Prince. Gives it out wide, advantage being played. Left-footed, shot on. Hartich handles easily here in the 10th minute. The field has been slanted heavily in the favor of Houston, a team that possessed the ball for about 40% of the time in that 5-0 win against Orlando. Angel City, this is their most extended trip into enemy territory. McCaskill making the run. Endo instead. Endo tried to play through press. Instead, it gets cleared out. Prince with 2 defenders on her. Gilles wins it, but a foul is whistled on Vanessa Gilles. Part of the gold medal winning club in the 2020 Olympics with Canada. No Rachel Daly for Houston. She's off with England, helping the club during the July Euros. There's a big piece missing, 37 career goals. And Coach Loudon said that excited about the prospects to see who's going to step up in her opportunity. Looks like Sanchez and Groom have moved into that top attacking spot with Prince. Archich had to get that touch right with Groom. Squeezing into the box. McCaskill gets taken down and she draws the foul. Savannah McCaskill's having a very nice run of form of late. 5 chances created on Friday. The rest of the team had 4. Second time this year she's had 5 chances created. That's more than any player in the NWSL on the season. Here in the 12th minute. It's a scoreless draw thus far. Lucy. Endo back to Lucy. She does very well. Attacking forward, Tyler Lucy. Maybe one dribble too many. Kristen Press's run. Maybe a tad late to make that last second decision. Instead, it leads to a runaway. Eddie will try to play this one forward into space. It ends up working out because Sanchez comes up with it, who takes aim from about 35 yards, or 30 yards rather. And Hartich has no problem to handle. Ball stays in play along the sideline. Press instead will get to it. McCaskill will make a run. Good ball sent forward here for Endo. Endo gives it out top. Recaro into the hands of Campbell. A fine shot attempt here in the 13th minute. Kerry Recaro, a 23-year-old out of Notre Dame, taking the long distance shot attempt. Had a little bit of space, just stung it right at Campbell. Recaro taken down in the midfield by Prince, and a foul whistle. This is a Houston team that has trailed for a grand total of 25 minutes this year. The loss that they had to San Diego, Jody Taylor scored in the 86th minute to break a 0-0 tie and give the Wave a 1-0 victory in the opener. Angel City on the other side have not led in roughly a month, about 3 weeks since the last time they were on the top side of the scoreboard. This ball pinging around a couple times. Still in the air. Weatherholt. Endo. Retreating now is Angel City. Well, you have to credit the home side for settling into this matchup. Houston dominated the first 7 to 8 minutes of the contest, in which they had the ball in the attacking third the entirety of the time. A couple corner kicks, a set piece, couldn't score. Long throw coming, pokes forward, Charlie. Was the first one there. It hangs along the touchline, and now a foul is whistled on Angel City. I thought for a second maybe that ball went across the touchline and was going to go out for a goal kick, but you see the reaction of first Charlie, then the coach Freya Kuhn. She spoke with us and mentioned the fact of how many matches this team has to play here in a very short stretch of time. The challenges that this group has, saying that'll be a test to manage the minutes of the squad. Big reason for the substitutions on Friday. Give people an opportunity, but also be mindful of the minutes during a congested week of action. Ball sent along the sideline. This ball will get crossed in. Endo is the only one in the box. Otherwise, really nobody for Angel City in the area. Weatherholt had to get the slide tackle right. Let's see if that springs this Angel City attack here in the 17th minute. Lucy, the last to touch it as it goes out. 17th minute of play here at Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles. Houston and Angel City squaring off for the first time ever. Angel City looking to snap a 2-match skid, while Houston is unbeaten in its last 5 and looking to match a club record for an unbeaten string. Charlie the target of this ball, but it has too much weight on it, going out for a goal kick. So far, shot attempts 4-1 in favor of Houston. Recaro had the shot from distance, forcing a save from Campbell in 13th minute. Giveaway along the sideline and last touched. Now it looks like Prince is down for just a moment, and that would certainly be cause for concern here for Houston. Michelle Prince off to just a terrific start to the season. 4 goals, 2 assists on the season. Getting her leg looked at right now by the training staff, giving both sides an opportunity to collect their breaths. Tomorrow night it'll be Chicago and Washington and San Diego and Portland throughout this midweek affair in the NWSL. This is coming off under her own power to get a little more attention from the training staff. Certainly hope she's all right. The 26-year-old played collegiately at Ohio State. Scored her hat trick in a 22-minute window against Orlando, starting in the 27th minute of that matchup. Good sneaker game by Coach Loudon for this one. She squats down to make sure that the co-team leader in goal scoring for the season is all right. Houston this year a +8 goal differential. That is the best in the NWSL. Next best, San Diego at +5. So for the time being, Houston will be down a player here in the 20th minute. So far, 0-0. Gilles did very well to split the defense. Is Prince back on the pitch, and here she is to play the ball back off of the giveaway. Endo, the last one to get a piece. Good takeaway by Recaro. Press. Endo back for press. Plays Lucy along. Throw in coming. No, check that, a corner. And for a second, it was going to say just inside of the corner flag. Instead, they say it slides past it and it goes for a corner.
Corner kick for Angel City, presented by Cedar Sinai.
Endo will take this one. 21-year-old from Japan who has a goal this season. Game in the season opener. Strikes this ball. Campbell reaches up and had to get that one right. Right underneath her was Danny Weatherholt. Campbell playing the best soccer of her career, arguably at this point. 19 career shutouts. Has 3 of them this year. Would match her entire season output with a clean sheet if she gets one again here today. Can't speak to the success of this back line and overall bit of defending by this Houston crew for what they've done defensively. Charlie decided to take aim from long range. It comes back to McCaskill. Now Kristen Press. Endo sweeping along with the left foot. Out top for Endo. Looking for McCaskill. Campbell comes out. It was very well read there. Lucy with a fine pass into space, but I don't know if McCaskill thought perhaps for a moment she might have been in an offside position. This is very crafty overall by Angel City in some tight spaces. Take a look at this. Very good touch by Lucy, and looking back on it, did look like McCaskill was stepping back. Couldn't react in time to play forward. Angel City has settled in nicely into this matchup. They've won both of their night home matches this season. Looking to make it 3-0 in such affairs. Charlie sent along as the flag is down. And a good slide tackle from Alicia Chapman, a 32-year-old from Canada.
Corner kick for Angel City, presented by Cedars-Sinai.
Take another look at that one. Very good timing from Chapman. Made sure that Charlie wasn't going to get to it first. Does concede another corner kick. More space around the box this time around. As Endo strikes it near post. Charlie the target. It's towards the back post. And it slides wide. Very good corner. There's Charlie's header. Weatherholt on the back post, a fraction late. Almost looked like maybe for a second that it was going to at least hit the bar and stay around the 6-yard box. And Houston dodges a chance there. Gilles punches it. Chapman clears it, but not far enough as McCaskill sends it all the way across the field, press the target, and Campbell will watch it slide out for a goal kick. Well, we've played nearly 25 minutes. I wondered who would set the table for both of these teams. Houston making the trek across time zones to get here. Both teams playing just a few days ago. Endo comes back to get it. Shuffled out towards the wing. After Houston put all kinds of pressure on Angel City in the first 7 to 10 minutes. It hasn't been as much, but right here they do force the turnover. Groom gets taken down, and that sets up a dangerous opportunity yet again for Houston. And Recaro stating her case. Take another look at this one. Groom the target, Recaro coming in. I think she believes that she won the ball and certainly has an argument at that. Instead, it'll be a free kick coming up. Opposite side of the field, similar location. Earlier in this match led to a corner kick. Vigiano took that one. This time it'll be Sanchez towards the back post here. It's popped into the air and it's punched over the top of the bar by Haracic. That was a fine service from Sanchez as you get another glimpse of this one. Actually, it might have been Charlie, the one that made contact, as Haracic never got a piece, and indeed it is. Charlie got the piece. Haracic had it covered. So indeed, a corner. And this time it will be Marissa Vigiano, 25-year-old Michigan native. This ball comes in through the box, and Didi Haracic gobbles it up. Press. McCaskill flings it through the middle of the field rather. Endo the target. Chapman has the wheels. Forces Campbell out of the box. Lucy probably could have brought that down to her feet, instead played with the head, and by doing so gives Houston a chance to play forward. Prince goes down, stepped on the shoes of Gilles. Press. There's so much real estate across the field. Recaro asking Lucy to make this run. She obliges. Looking for Charlie. Well, too much weight on that. Charlie, a good target, though. Well, I mentioned no Daly in the lineup for Houston. The key cog missing for Angel City, missing a second consecutive matchup, is Jasmine Spencer. And the key defenders and wingbacks for this Angel City crew. They got a full slate of 20 players available for this match, and be curious to see how the adjustments are made between both of these sides throughout this matchup. Lucy. Endo. Recaro. Couldn't quite get past Vigiano, and it's taken away. Prince making the run. Gilles comes out. Now teaches clearance. Ricochets, and fortuitously, if you're Angel City, that one goes towards the sideline. Set towards frame. Recaro, look at all the space she has and decides to play it first time. For Charlie, I think she could have dribbled that ball for a long, long time. Instead elected to send it towards Charlie. McCaskill, press. Savannah McCaskill takes one from long range. It was always rising, but a nice opportunity there by Angel City. Take another look at this. It's a very good touch, and press allows McCaskill to circulate around it, and it's high. We've played 30 minutes here from Bank of California Stadium. It's great to have you with us. Come in, stay a while for this matchup on a Tuesday evening in the States. Hope your day or night, wherever you're watching this one, is going well for you. Houston carried much of the load early, but they have been sent to a more defensive shape of late. Charlie steps out, hits it off of the official, and Danielle Chesky, noticing as much, says, hold on 1 second. This should be Angel City possession. Shots right now still 4-4. 4 for Houston and now 4 for Angel City. McCaskill clips this one. I think she thought Press might have been staying on the back post. Press was making a cross through the box. And possession almost to 60% for Angel City. Prince does very well. There's space on this sideline. Groom will pick out Eddie. Eddie's first touch lets her down, but she's able to regather. Wow, that had some promising looks at the early going. And now Houston will send the ball all the way back into their own half. They had a 3-on-2 break. Vigiano replacing Chapman along that back three is now the Dash regain their defensive shape. Press is going to intercept that for a moment. Dash regather. 2-1 right now in terms of entries into the final third for Angel City, but here's Houston through the box and cleared away. Only as far as a right-footed sprawling save needed to be made by Harachich as Sophie Schmidt asks a lot of the Angel City keeper here in the 33rd minute. Look at this ball. It is cleared away, but Schmidt in real estate took one touch, stung it forward, and Haracic with a terrific save. So the best chance and the best save early. Here in the 34th minute, a third corner kick coming up here for Houston. Vigiano takes it. It's headed by Gilles. It comes out of the box, clips back in. Houston still in possession. Vigiano. And a foul whistled. Again, it's Recaro. Second time she's given away one outside of the box, and second time she makes an argument that she won possession. Another look at this one. Certainly looked, even if she did win possession, there was a lot of contact. I don't think she ever made contact with the ball. Good opportunity coming up. And again for Houston, they've been knocking on the door in this first half. Vigiano. Haracic punches at it as Gilles was running into her. Perhaps a miscommunication. Back into the box. Comes out for Sanchez, and a foul is whistled on Houston. It's Tyler Lucy for the second time in this game. Gets hit. Another look at this one in the box. Lucy going up for it. And the foul was whistled. So much credit goes to the 27-year-old. And spent the majority of her career, not just as a professional, but in the collegiate ranks as a forward. And here in the last month has shuffled into a defensive role since the Jasmine Spencer injury. And she has looked like a natural back in that slot. Haracic takes the goal kick. And now they allow Lucy to come back onto the field. Charlie off of the giveaway. Simone Charlie trying to pick out press. It's still loose, and I believe that Houston, the last one to touch it. And a corner kick coming up here for Angel City. Be the third of the day for the home group. Clearance sitting off of Chapman. Endo again to take it. All the corners have come from this side. June Endo swings it in. Charlie, the intended target. It's loose across the 6. Gilles takes aim, and it's wide. Always going to be a difficult angle. Take another look at this. After the ball was poked at, Gilles just outside of the target area. Credit Angel City right now for what they've done, but perhaps more importantly, Houston on the road. Their defense has lived up to the billing of this regular season thus far. Naughton swings it all the way across the field. Now Groom. Been some openings along this defensive back line for Angel City early. Prince into a couple defenders, but Groom still with it. All the players for Houston on the right side. Into the box, perhaps a bicycle kick originally thought about by Sanchez, then Eddie's shot is blocked. Charlie electing to make this run. Still making the run. Giving it for Press. Kristen Press thinking. Recaro will wait on it. Weatherholt. It was wide open in the middle of the field. Gilles will give it forward for Charlie. Making the spin, drawing the foul. To the delight of the fans here at Bank of California Stadium. 0-0 here in the opening half. McCaskill ready to take this free kick. Here comes the cross. Nobody there. Campbell reaching up. Watching the ball glide into her midsection. Angel City entering this matchup with 9 points. That is tied for fourth with a couple other teams. But based off of the overall breakdown and tiebreakers, they're outside of that group. McCaskill. I think it's a corner, and indeed it is. Wave, Dash, and Red Stars in double figures, the top three. Then the Thorns, Gotham, OL Reign, and Angel City, all with 9 points. A very tight overall table. Angel City could catapult to as high as second with 3 points. McCaskill takes it in. A redirect came on. It's Eddie that wins possession for Houston. Lucy is back there off of the long ball played. It certainly felt like an early onslaught from Houston was going to provide the visitors with an early cushion. Instead, Angel City had a few adjustments. And they've played the majority of this half on the front foot. Archie didn't catch all of that, and fortuitously for Angel City, Prince returns the favor. There's a long ball sent forward. Endo will latch onto it. Endo! Well, he slid past two, but the heavy touch has Naughton take it away. Throw in for Houston. Going to get a first half strike. We go into the half deadlocked at 0. A few more minutes to go in the first half. Stopping and starting is Haley Hansen. Sanchez. Chapman, nobody over in that direction. But give it right back in the middle of the field to Vigiano. This time it'll be Schmidt. Sanchez does very well there to hold on to possession. 43rd minute. A sprinting start for Chapman. Into the box it goes, and it's headed away. Room the target. Now a right-footed long-distance attempt is high and wide. Good surge right there. Hansen, the last one to speak to it. Take a look at this redirect. Gilles out. Hansen from an odd angle. Fairly well from that distance, but it was always going a little bit high. Houston pressing here at the end of the half. Endo has it, sending this one along. McCaskill trying to turn on the afterburners, but Naughton is the first person to get there and send it out. Naughton has played every minute so far this season for Houston. Megan Reed along the defense for Angel City has likewise done so. The only two players for both teams to hit that this year. Lucy was trying to win a corner. Instead it goes into the seats and will be a throw. Lucy. Well defended by Houston. We're hearing 3 minutes of stoppage time here in this first half. Charlie. Nifty spin, maintains possession, and gets a corner. Fourth of the match for Angel City. Is this the end of the half strike coming up? Here for Angel City on the home pitch. Fans are calling for it. Endo. Charlie had enough of that one to redirect it. She's won a couple headers in the box. And again, a head injury to be looked at here inside of the box. Sophie Schmidt down and requesting some medical attention. You take a look at this. Charlie did get the header. Perhaps it was the arm of Charlie that got Schmidt in the back of the head. But it gives us a chance to talk about this Houston defense. Sarah Loudon saying it's a collective buy-in. The back three have been unbelievable. And Jane Campbell's done some really, really good things. As you take another look at this ball, yeah, there is the left elbow of Charlie into the back of the head of Schmidt. After the Challenge Cup, Sarah Loudon said there are several training sessions where it was nothing but defensive work. And that is not fun whatsoever for the players. She's never been worried about the attack, but knows that at times she's had to sprinkle in a little bit of fun to the end of practices to make sure that her team wasn't fully enveloped in the defensive attacking. And all of that training, all of that work has paid off with just 3 goals allowed, a foul whistled. 2 fewer than any other team in the NWSL this season. Give it up. Confirmed 3 minutes of stoppage time as we enter that here. Lucy. Endo. Prince was the last one to touch it. McCaskill back for Lucy. Looking for Endo. Instead it comes to Prince. Schmidt back onto the field. Lucy goes through her backside. Sanchez doing very well. Mercaro fine positioning with her body defensively, but given right back, and then a foul whistled. Weatherholt takes out Shea Groom, and that is crafty play by the 28-year-old Shea Groom, who is the 2020 Challenge Cup MVP. Contingent of about a half a dozen Houston players making an argument that perhaps that should have been a yellow card. It's a fine tackle if you were playing America's version of football. And I think at the end of it all, Weatherholt perhaps lucky, but it's nothing more than that. Perhaps one of the final touches of this opening half. With a set piece opportunity. This time it is Sanchez towards the back post, curling it. Charlie clears, but only as far as Eddie. Clips it right back in. Charlie into the air. Prince with a header, and it's just high over the top of the bar. Take another look at this sequence. Charlie did well to get the header out of the area, and Eddie decided on that first touch to hit it back in, and off of a deflection, Prince took a header. Several opportunities for each side, but there's your first half whistle here from Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles. The keepers have played up to the billing. A combined, so far this season, 5 clean sheets between Harchich and Campbell. And these two players have seen some chances come their way, but they've been up to the task early. 45 minutes in the books. It's Angel City 0 and Houston 0 at the break. Second half action is right around the corner. We'll have that coming up for you in a moment. A scoreless draw at the break. Stick with us. You're watching the NWSL on Twitch. We welcome you back to Bank of California Stadium for the second half of this matchup between Houston and Angel City FC. These two clubs squaring off for the first time ever as we get ready for the second half. We're scoreless at the break. One change coming up for Houston. Michelle Alozi, who played collegiately at the University of Tennessee, replaces Nichelle Prince, who went down with an injury in that opening 45 minutes and battled through it to get through that opening half of play. So we're just about ready to start half number 2 here inside of Bank of California Stadium. Houston looking to extend its unbeaten string to a club record matching 6 in a row, while Angel City has not scored in the last 245 minutes of play.
Fans exiting the match for the Houston Dash, number 22, Michelle Alozi. Now in the match, number 8, Nichelle Prince.
So we're just about ready to start the second half of soccer, or football, I guess is more accurate for this international broadcast. Great to have you with us for the NWSL here on Twitch. There's Danielle Chesky waiting to make sure that everything will be cleared and ready to go here for half number 2. Look at these two teams and what happened in the opening 45 minutes of play. Your first half stats: 9 shot attempts for Houston, 2 came on target, while 6 shots for Angel City, 1 on target. They had possession for 52% of that opening half of play. So we're getting ready to start half number 2. There's the whistle, and here we go for the second half of action here inside of Bank of California Stadium. Michael Watring watching this one with you. Hope you're enjoying your day or night wherever you're watching this matchup for this contest. It's great to have you for this affair here from Bank of California Stadium. Good pressure by Kristen Press. Deflects it out. Throw in coming here for Houston. Angel City has been blanked in back-to-back matchups. Haven't scored a goal since May 21st. That was an own goal. Taylor Leach in the 70th minute for that matchup. Let's see if one of these two sides can find a goal here in the second half. Shoelace here. Well, we had that little brief pause before we started the second half, and now we get another one here with a shoelace going on. A win for Houston would catapult the Dash into the #1 spot in the NWSL standings, surpassing San Diego as the kick is taken down the field and headed towards the corner. Chapman clears towards midfield. Riley, Charlie, now Recaro. For Allie Riley making this run. She clips it into the middle of the box, and Campbell is there. Two-handed, easy catch. Alozi, the intended target, scored her first professional goal, 87th minute of that 5-0 thrashing of Orlando on Friday. The only other win in NWSL history in shutout form that is bigger than that 5-0 win. North Carolina beating Portland in 2019 by a 6-0 tally. Gilles. Deflection comes over towards press. But Groom instead picks it up. Vigiano. Press. Caskell the target. Very good job by Prysock intercepting. Now Groom will send it over for Vigiano. That was way out of the reach, and Groom immediately putting her hand up, realizing that she indeed perhaps made a bit of a mistake on the pass wide. 49th minute. Scoreless so far, Hartich. I wonder if one of these two teams can get an early second half goal. Schmidt. Losey. Good ball into the box. Eddie. Get her team a corner kick out of it. Almost looked like she was maybe making a pass attempt there. Marissa Vigiano. And Marina Sanchez will be at the corner flag. Vigiano will take it. Look at all the traffic inside of the 6. It comes into the middle of the box, and we get a whistle and a foul against Houston. From here, Angel City will venture almost all the way across the country to face off against Racing Louisville. That game will be on Saturday in that matchup. Houston, conversely, will head back home and take on Portland on Sunday, so they get the extra day of rest. Good takeaway. And now Kristen Press with the wheels and the heavy touch. Campbell able to haul it in along the post. Fans enjoying this one. Pride Month and Pride Night here at Bank of California Stadium. A pregame party has bled here into this matchup. Eddie fires it along. Alozi was the target. Hartich now will sky it out towards the middle of the field. Endo nods it to the surface. Allie Riley. McCaskill. Riley, pretty quiet in the first half. Now joining the parade forward. Caskell, 2 defenders on her. Continues to work along the sideline and get a throw out of it. Endo on the end line. Press, perhaps the best target in that situation. This one will go all the way across the field and out. Press has been, for the most part, held in check in this one. In fact, has not attempted a shot. For one of the most successful players in this league's history at scoring, 5th, tied with Alex Morgan in career goals, 46. Has not taken one, and that was part of the conversation that we had with Sarah Loudon earlier today, the defense and how they will need to handle Kristen Press. But any moment just like this could be a game changer. Giveaway on the sideline. There's a ball sent over for Press. Schmidt. Flare it along, looking for a Losey. Losey will keep chugging all the way back to Harachich, who gives it over to Gilles. Good work by Schmidt to intercept, but she's called for a foul as Riley was stepping back to it. Losey has some space. Losey trying to shift pass for Caro. Very fine defensive work by Angel City. Caro goes down hard. A foul whistled. To the right shin. Haley Hansen called for the foul. Caro getting a little bit of medical attention as he take another look at this play. Heavy touch, went down for the slide. And as she was making contact, Hansen standing there provided a little bit of stop there, and let's see if Caro's able to continue along in this matchup. 5th overall draft selection by Houston back in 2016. So playing against the team that brought her into this league. Take a look at Freya Coombe. Her team off to a very good start. 2-1 win against North Carolina on April 29th. Team won 3 of the first 4 matchups of the year. But since have lost 2 straight. Hansen will be called for a yellow right there. After a little bit of extra time to take a look at it and think on it, Hansen called, and perhaps maybe a little bit of her chat with Danielle Chesky aiding in that decision from the official. Looks like O'Caro will be able to stay in the match. after the injury. 2 years with Houston, 3 years with North Carolina. This expansion franchise. Archich crushes it. And a foul will be whistled as Charlie watches Sophie Schmidt go over the top of her back. A lot of conversations being had now. You take a look at this. Schmidt all over the backside. That's an easy call. And now Charlie drawing the conversation. Only half of Angel City's shots in this matchup have come inside of the box. They've had a couple speculative attempts. McCaskill, Charlie the target. It falls to the ground with Shield in the area. Instead of Losey. Lucy takes it right back. Press for Charlie. 2 defenders all over her. Endo. Good play by Alozi. Sanchez does well with the initial touch, but eventually gives it away. Lucy, who entered this matchup with the most fouls committed in the NWSL this season, 16 of them. Weather hold back for Lucy. Recaro sends it out of play. 61st minute. We've played a complete hour of action here at Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles. It's great to have you with us for this one. Michael Watrang and our great crew here on the NWSL on Twitch, bringing you all of the action between these two clubs. Houston has won 2 straight in the Pacific time zone. Press, getting some space, flies it in. McCaskill a header that's high and wide. And a goal kick coming up for Houston. Very nicely played right there by Angel City, a team that's lost back-to-back by shutouts. And they've gone 260 straight minutes without seeing a goal go in their column. Caskell getting that piece. An Angel City player has not been credited with a goal since May 15th. The last goal the team scored was a Kansas City own goal on May 21st. Press. McCaskill. Very good pass forward. Heavy touch from Riley, but swings it in. All the way through the box. Lucy will track it down. She thinks about it, pushes it in. Endo's header is blocked. And now Groom comes out of there with it. Groom. Game is open now. Alozi. The flank stays down, and now it goes up. Briefly, it looked like it was going to stay down, but Alozi slightly offside on the counterattack. Game opening up just a little bit there. A couple good opportunities from the home crew in Angel City. Press. Press trying to find Endo. Cadre of defenders in that mix. Lucy pushes it all the way through. Press the target. Houston's not out of trouble yet. Campbell needs to hit it towards the sideline, and Riley wins the header. McCaskill. Press. taken off of her feet on the ricochet. Groom in a similar spot with some empty space again. Gives it over to Sanchez. Maria Sanchez. Very good defending along the back line. Megan Reed playing every minute of this season. Sanchez. Out top. Right-footed shot attempt. It hits the woodwork. Alozi gets a second crack at it. Still not out of trouble for a second before it's cleared out. Play on is the ruling here. Alozi had a fine chance off of the shot attempt from long range. I think hard. She's had to get a piece of it. Recaro runs into two defenders before reversing course. Press does very well to spin away. This game all of a sudden has turned into a bit of attacking prowess from both sides. Endo. Fine pass behind the back. Lucy swings it in. Charlie making the run, but it's wide of her and across the field and out for a goal kick. Great build up from both sides as you take another look at this shot from Vigiano. Indeed, Archie's got a piece. And then take another look at this ball that's swung in. Alozi, we didn't see it on that replay, but she was in the box and whiffed on a second chance and then even potentially had a third crack at it. Just couldn't quite get it right. '65th minute. All of a sudden, these two teams have accelerated the attack, looking for 3 points out of this matchup. Off of a giveaway, it's Weatherholt. Charlie, what a spin to get inside of the box. Another touch, a shot, blocked by Campbell, and cleared away. And now a foul whistled after the fact. Nifty from Charlie. Look at this cheeky first touch, and then even better on the second time, and Campbell had to be decisive to come out of the box. Such great skill and talent from Charlie. So a change coming. Carrie Recaro sees her shift come to a close. And the native of France, Clarisse Lebion, 27 years of age, has played with her native country several times, is into the match. Angel City 3-3, 9 points on the year for a team that enters 7th if you go based off tiebreakers, tied for 4th overall. McCaskill waited on it, now Levion. Endo. Levion clips wide. Lucy, excellent touch. And Alozi, who came all the way back to defend, does well. Angel City playing on the front foot now. Alozi does well with the block. Has to extend the left leg, and it's last touched by Angel City. Each team with a couple pretty good opportunities over the last several minutes. throw coming for Angel City. Houston thought perhaps a foul. Lebion comes back. Riley. Charlie playing outside of the box. Saw some great ball handling skills earlier. This is exactly what Houston did to Angel City in the first 10 minutes of the match. Dominating possession. Now it's Angel City's turn as Alozi being played into space, but fine defending by Megan Reed to get back and play it. McCaskill. Full throttle forward. Lebion. Endo. June Endo. Blocked by Campbell. Another save after Press takes a chance. Jane Campbell, 2 monster saves to keep it 0-0. Now Press again. Another attempt is blocked. Endo to the touchline. Campbell with great reaction to save it. What an unbelievable moment from Jane Campbell. The initial strike from Endo outside of the box. It was a juicy rebound, and the right paw of Campbell ensured that Press would not get the 47th of her career. The reaction of Campbell. Mark that moment down. 69th minute, 2 saves from Campbell to keep the clean sheet rolling. Houston does not have back-to-back clean sheets in the regular season so far. Looking to make that happen and run the unbeaten string to 6. But Angel City looking to answer to that. Press. Endo. Endo. Should be a corner, and indeed it is. First of the second half. Well, the fans here at Bank of California Stadium sensing an opportunity here. Endo strikes it. Gilles the target. It's cleared away by Houston. Endo will get another crack at it. Flies this one in. Groom the first player to it. Endo does very well. Possession kept alive. McCaskill's pass intercepted. Only as far as Lucy. Very good dribbling skill there by Lucy, but eventually a dispossession. Press. Swirling around, Kristen Press. Left-footed, looked like a shot attempt over the bar.
Fans, your attention please. Exiting the match for the Houston Dash.
So the Dash make a couple changes. It will be Michaela Abam and Bree Vizali entering the match with Haley Hansen. And it looks like Elizabeth Eddy will come out. And Vigiano will come out. So those will be the changes. I think Hansen actually stays on the pitch for Houston. changes made by Houston in this match. 1 so far for Angel City. McCaskill for press. Le'Veon passes it for McCaskill, who's still laying on the ground. And the official will say that perhaps a foul should have been called earlier, and they will give possession to Angel City. Reed. Now Gilles punches it forward. Allie Riley spins around, retreats. Pressure here from Malozzi, and a foul is whistled against the second-year professional. Endo. Let's see. A whistle and a throw for Houston. They say the ball had crossed over the touchline. There is Hansen. She is still in the match. 25-year-old, played collegiately at Nebraska. Schmidt. Gilles just steps over and heads it out. Bam. Sanchez pushes it to the sideline. Crossed into the box. Alozzi's there with a header. Across the back of frame. Still not out of trouble yet. Chapman again swings it in. Reed with a header out. Back into the box. Vasali. Out and for a corner. Take another look at this sequence. Chapman winning possession, pushes it in, and then this opportunity from Vasali, last touched by Angel City. It's great to have you with us for this matchup. 77th minute, Houston and Angel City scoreless so far. I'm Michael Watrang, bringing you this action with our great crew here on the NWSL on Twitch. Whistle blows, and the corner coming in. Angel City got the first piece of it. Still not out of trouble yet. Schmidt spinning. Still with possession. Sophie Schmidt. Bodies collide. A Bam tried to step through. Instead, Press will just crush it to the opposite end of the field. Jane Campbell awaits. This has been a game where it has shifted back and forth in terms of surges and moments. Headed across the box. Shea Groom got the piece, said that Angel City also did, but to no avail. 78th minute, scoreless. Substitute coming in here for Angel City. Appears that Allie Riley's day will come to a close here in the final quarter hour. And Paige Nielsen, the 28-year-old who won last year's NWSL championship in Washington and was named the team's player of the year, will come onto the field and promptly right back off so she can take the throw. Endo flicks it along. Very good touch by first Endo, then Press as they work it down the pitch for a throw. McCaskill never reached Press. Alozzi intercepts, but Nielsen gets her body in front of Alozzi. 79th minute. About 10 more minutes if this match is going to be decided one way or the other. For Houston, perhaps a point would be satisfactory on the road with a short turnaround. Although I'm sure both sides at this point, with all the chances that have sprouted up, feel as if 3 points could be in their back pocket. Jane Campbell made the saves of the match in the 69th minute. First from June Endo stinger from 20 yards out, and then off of a rebound, Kristen Press plopped one on. And Shea Groom takes aim. It hits the woodwork. Take another glance at this. Had some real estate in front of her. Back line for Angel City, allowing Groom up top to hit it, and it hits the crossbar. Press being ridden along, and a foul is whistled. Allie Prysock called. Only been one card. Haley Hansen earned that card in the 57th minute after a reckless challenge. McCaskill has been the queen of the league in terms of creating chances twice this year, with 5+ chances created in a match. This low ball in, Le'Veon the target. Now Lucy from long range didn't hit it as well as she would have liked, slicing it out of play. In the 82nd minute, time ticking. Any coach will tell you, play on your home field, you want to take advantage of those opportunities, particularly against a team that had to make the journey up here from Houston in southern Texas. As you see, Clarice Le'Veon is on the ground. She's the lone sub that Angel City has brought into the match, so perhaps another change might be needed. As you would expect with an expansion franchise, it is a really good dichotomy in terms of how the roster is built. There's a lot of experience amongst players that have played consistent action, but then there's a lot of youth on the field as well, particularly in the reserves. Of the reserves remaining, 3 are rookies. Le'Veon walking off. Spent the first 12 years or so of her career in France. The game-changing play of the game, and this is the moment I was talking about. Endo from 20 yards Campbell, a terrific save. And then with the right hand, was absolutely right. After Press took another chance. So Le'Veon will have to come out, and Hope Breslin will replace her. Massapequa, New York native, 23 years of age, a rookie out of Illinois. And Le'Veon has to come off. Breslin was the first ever Angel City draft pick. Third round, 28th overall in 2022 draft. Played for assistant coach Daniel Ball with the Gotham Reserves in 2021. Conference Player of the Year in the WPSL. Shots in the match, 13-11 in favor of Angel City, but still scoreless. Angel City with the higher expected goals tally at this point. All that matters, though, is the scoreboard right now. Press, fine first touch, Endo in the box. Let's go over towards the corner. Endo thinking, now getting to the touchline and getting her team a corner out of it. Very decisive play by the young Japanese star. Sixth corner for Angel City. This place is ready to erupt with a goal, but Houston's defense continues to be strong. Eight-footed corner in, it's headed, but it goes out. Last touched by the dash. The best defensive team in terms of goals allowed in the regular season. Houston's given up just 3 all year long. They've trailed for a total of 25 minutes this year. Low cross this time. Aban the first to touch it. Does very well. And Sanchez couldn't officially clear it. McCaskill does very well to keep it in. 3 defenders over there, though. McCaskill along the sideline. I think she wants a corner out of this. Won't get the corner. Instead, will settle for a throw. Weatherholt back for McCaskill in a similar location. Bam touches it out. A few more minutes before we hit stoppage time. Certainly feels like we should have at least a goal in this matchup. The defenses and goalkeepers have played really well. This throw is into the box. It plops back out for a racing Nielsen, who strikes it into the seats. Press. Charlie, the target of that pass, intercepted. Broom. She's had a couple magnificent runs in the second half. This time, Endo does well. Looking for Press on a lengthy pass again. Nielsen has it taken away. Press touches it over for McCaskill. Right back for Kristen Press. Pressure defensively ensures that Press can't make the turn. Now Alozi, the target of this pass. Instead, Harchich comes out, gets it, rifles it forward. Well, the way that this match is turning out right now, it feels as if Angel City is playing for the 3 points. Aggressive and attacking here at the end. Ball across the 6. Campbell grabs it, will slide onto the ground and ensure that some more time will come off of the clock. Foul is whistled on Angel City as Alozie was trying to spring forward. They'll come all the way back here towards the middle of the field. Sophie Schmidt will take her time to get back there. Houston is set up. They feel as if perhaps a chance could be made here. Schmidt, a 33-year-old from Canada, hits this one towards the top of the box. Flicked over the head of a couple of defenders. Lucy has it bang off of Prysock, who swings it in. Alozie with the right foot sliding effort. No foul whistled in the box. Alozie will get another crack at it. Alozie through 2 defenders. Defense getting it right. Hansen for Groom. Shea Groom. Should be a corner in the 90th minute. Sanchez will be the one that will take this corner. Houston unbeaten in its last 5. Looking for a positive result in the Pacific time zone for a 3rd straight. Here's Sanchez's corner. Gilles wins the header, press, and a foul whistled as we enter stoppage time here at Bank of California Stadium. 4 minutes of stoppage time for this one. Well, do one of these teams have a winner? It's rifled down the sideline and out. And a sub will come in. Joelle Anderson, the rookie out of Pepperdine, who made her NWSL regular season debut on Friday, will enter for a 2nd straight match and replace Shea Groom. Groom with another fine shift. Comes off the field. So Anderson is out there. Time of the essence right now if one of these 2 teams are to get a game winner. Is there a little bit of last-second heroics between one of these teams? Charlie off of the interception at midfield. Charlie from range and hooks it wide. Now it looks like Sophie Schmidt needs some medical attention. Has represented Canada at 4 World Cups and 4 Olympics. One of 23 players internationally that have ever reached 200 caps with their respective country. She did that in February of last year. Made her national team debut in 2005 at the age of 16. Take another glance at this. There's Schmidt trying to race after Charlie and came up after that little push from Charlie. And Schmidt will come off. Appears as if Schmidt will see this one out. Off of the goal kick, giving it right back to Angel City. Breslin. Hope Breslin tried to give it to McCaskill. She wasn't making that run. Instead wanted it right around the 18-yard box. Chalk lines. I have to imagine perhaps we're going to get a little bit of additional time beyond that 4 minutes. McCaskill flies it forward. Charlie can't get a piece of it. Chapman clears. Lucy. Weatherhold. And then Sanchez. Alozzi the target here. 1-on-3. Michelle Alozzi thinking. Shipping it. Archich picks it up. Waning seconds of this one. And now a whistle. And I'm not sure why we stopped play. It looks as if perhaps Schmidt came back on and will not be able to finish this one. Instead, it'll be Emily Ogle that will come on, and Sophie Schmidt will have to come out here in the final moments. Kristen presses, making her thoughts known. Well, yeah, I really have to wonder how much more time can possibly be left on the clock here. Archich be able to tap it forward. Well, you know that Houston will try to defend this one out, knowing that there's very little time left. Charlie heads it along. There's nobody over there in black. Lucy, heavy touch. Alozzi hustling over towards the sideline with a firm touch. Still making the run. Michelle Alozzi. It's bumped off of the ball and a foul is whistled on Houston. Megan Reed will plant it for Harachich. For 90 seconds beyond the minimum 4-minute stoppage time, but there have been a few moments in this second half that have caused us to stop. Vazzali. Anderson doing well to work it past a couple players. This one goes all the way back towards net, and there's the final whistle. So after 33 total shot attempts, 17 for Angel City, 16 for Houston, we finish with a 0-0 draw. Houston stays in second place, while Angel City climbs into fourth, and the dash behind the dazzling save from Campbell has matched the club record with a 6th consecutive unbeaten effort. For our entire crew here on the NWSL on Twitch, I'm Michael Watrang signing off as Houston and Angel City draw at 0-0. Hope you tune in tomorrow for a couple action here on the NWSL on Twitch. Thanks for watching.